Hi, this is Jeff, principal attorney with Marble Law. If you're considering a divorce, it's going to be really helpful to get on a consultation call with a lawyer. Today I'm going to run through some questions you should consider asking a divorce lawyer before you make the decision and move forward. Okay, I know I said I was going to give you a list of questions, but this one really isn't a question at all. It's a task for you. Make sure you're open, honest, and completely forthcoming with your lawyer. It is absolutely crucial that you make sure your lawyer understands everything that's going on with your situation, the good, the bad, and the ugly. If your lawyer doesn't have all the information of your situation at their disposal, they can't develop the best plan to maximize your chance for the best outcome possible. A great question to ask is, how much do you think it will cost to accomplish my goals? It's a great question because it also leads you to explaining to the lawyer what your goals are. Not everyone has the same goals, and not all goals necessarily cost the same. So understanding upfront what it's going to cost and making sure that your goals you have, number one, that they make sense, that they're good goals to have, and number two, that you have an understanding of what it's going to cost. These are going to absolutely make the experience working with the lawyer much, much better. Most attorneys will bill by the hour, charge based on time. Other attorneys, such as Marble, we do things for a flat fee. But at the end of the day, it's very important for you to understand what it's going to cost to accomplish your goals. Expectations are very, very important. So a great question to ask is, how long do you think this process will take? Obviously, in order to answer that question, the attorney needs to understand what your goals are, what it is that you're trying to accomplish. And of course, some things are out of the lawyer's hands, like how long is it going to take with the court system? At the end of the day, many times the attorney is just at the mercy of the court or the judge that the case has been put in front of. But understanding what the deal is, understanding how long it's going to take, it's going to go a long way to making the best attorney-client relationship possible. In my view, the attorney and the client are partners in the client's legal case. So it's really important for you to understand what the strategy is. So a great question to ask is, what's your strategy for my case? When you have an understanding of what is going to happen and why it's being done, the reasoning behind it, the strategy, you're going to have a better understanding of what the landscape looks like, how long things might take, and what's on the horizon. So remember, ask your attorney what their anticipated strategy for your case is. Going through a divorce can be one of the most difficult things anyone will go through in their life. It's filled with anxiety, it's filled with fear, and most of all, it's filled with the fear of the unknown. So to me, a great question to ask is, based on what you know about my case, how would you predict a judge would rule on it? Or where do you think, lawyer, where do you think the outcome is going to end up here? To me, that could be the most important question that you ask. We can all lay awake at night, unable to sleep, because there's a million possible terrible things that might happen. But if your lawyer can boil it down to the one or two or three things that are possible outcomes, you can take a deep breath. You can have a real good understanding of what might happen in your case. And it's just crucial for you to get an understanding from your attorney. Hey, here's where I think this is going to end up. Here are the possible outcomes.